Welcome to Aftermath. Uh, there's this is a three-part project. First is the the rule book. So everybody is complaining about the rule book, and my first thing was to first task is to rewrite it and then test it. Uh, Next to that is the benevolent amateur Frostbite expansion. Um, let's see what that entails. So the Frostbite expansion is some kind of hobby initiative which you can download from Board Game Geek. Well, you don't need an account because the link is an external mega file. It is, I think, somewhere. Frostbite. So it's an Aftermath expansion. I'm not really sure how it is supposed to play. There have been some play testings, so I'm pretty sure the most spelling errors have been resolved. There is a media file, and this media file you can simply download without any Board Game Geek account. And this image is a link to YouTube. So it's not an official expansion. New rules, new cards, new everything, weather conditions, etc. And I plan to make a build of it. However, when you download it, you will have JPEGs and ODTs. ODT is an OpenOffice expansion. So we have the base game, then we have expansions. The Frostbite expansion has print sheets, components, list of components that you want to build. A lot of people have been complaining about the rule book, but it would be a shame if you have sold it. There is an ODT file for rule clarification, for example. ODT can be converted to JPEG, to Word document, I mean. And there is an ODT to Word doc, and that points to this kind of stuff. So in the left you load all the ODT files, and then you say convert, and here it's converting. It's a free file extension of a free online service, so that it's limited to concurrent conversions, but this is a very useful tool. The other thing that you need is some kind of scaling. So if you print it out, if you print out the PDF or the JPEG for that matter, the problem is that if you compare this to cards, you can just do it in black and white first, of course, for the dimensions. It is too high, so this part and this part should be compressed a little bit, or alternatively you can remove the bottom part, but this is a problem. If you take so you cannot simply print press because then the files will be like so, far too big. Okay, so I did some measure. Where is it? Yeah, so the first one is to do. What I did is 90%. It's too large still, and then 80% is too small. So 85%. I tried 85% with A4 and 85% with use letter settings. So this is A4, and if you take out the game parts, for example, what is it? So you have the enemies. Take out, for example, a simple scrapper, and you put it to match it, and then you'll see. If you do it like so. So if you want to print it, it should of course be the correct size. Okay. So if you put it here like so, then it is like 3 millimeters too wide, too high, but it has the correct width. So if you cut out the bottom part, you cut out this part. So actually I think it would be 85% A4 would be the correct size. So we can print this, and then of course we need the backs. So that is part one, and this next part is the rulebook. This is an aftermath fucking errata. It is no longer available directly on the website of Playtest Games. Playtest has lost the rights to publish anything because of corporate developments. But you can find it, and I'll put a link to the file in my videos. It's pretty essential to print this out. I printed it out on 120 grams, 100% double-sided. Then you can simply cut out the border and use a round cutter on the edges, on the corners. However, there is an issue with this Erratum, which should be corrected. Let's see. Yeah, here is the scrapper leader. It's an enemy card based game, and it has an attack printed as 6, and it should be changed to 7. And this is absolutely wrong. It should not be changed. The reason for that is that there is a veteran scrapper leader. Where is it? So you have here the 3 scrappers. There should be a boss. Yeah, so you have the normal scrapper. He has an attack of 5. The scrapper leader has an attack of 6. Or 4, 5, 4 and 6, 4. And there is a veteran scrapper leader which has a 5, 7. So if you change the 4, 6 to a 4, 7, then similarly the veteran scrapper leader should be an 8. I think that is a mistake. But let's see. You also have Gecko leader and a veteran Gecko leader. And so the that's my printer. Let's see. This is 5, 4 and this is 6, 5. So everything gets +1 in the veteran Gecko leader, and the Meekling leader and the veteran Meekling leader have 5, 4, 6, 5. So all the stats from leader to veteran leader get +1. So the veteran scrapper leader and the scrapper leader so the 4 becomes a 5 and the 6 becomes a 7. That's correct. So you should not not do this.